Good morning. This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelos Services Inc. It is March 28, 2026. We are performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch ABS plastic cleanout that is outside the kitchen area. We don't see water running through it right now, and we have a couple fixtures in the house running, so we're gonna put our camera down into the cleanout, and we're going to take a look and see if we come upon water within hopefully the next 10-15 feet. It might just be a branch clean out and goes right into the line, but we're going to take a look, and we may also have to run through some of the roof vents to try and take a look and see exactly where these lines go. There might be a split system, so we're going to clean our camera lens. Just going to wipe off our camera lens real quick. And I'll show you. This is it's the right hand side of the house as you're looking at the house from the street. And this is going back toward the pool area. And right here we have our 4-inch ABS plastic clean out. So we're going to stick our camera down in here. Okay, now we're in ABS plastic piping. We've got several houses on this, like a flag lot. It's a street with several houses attached. As I said, we might have to go through some of the cleanouts or the roof vents because we can't locate other cleanouts on the property, and we want to make sure that this could actually be a cleanout for one of the other houses that is running down an easement area. We don't know for sure. As I said, we've got water running, so if we don't come upon water running and then we shut it off and verify that it's actually coming from this house, we can't be positive that this line is actually servicing this house. This may go to an easement. Now it looks like it's going into possibly what looks like maybe a cast iron line that has been lined or something. You can't even really tell for sure right now. We've got a lot of debris in there. And it looks like we're stopping at about this point, which may be, let's see if we can go further. We don't even know for sure if this might be a city line off the easement. Unfortunately, we don't have any water. We're out 112 feet. So we're going to have to drop down through a roof vent to try and locate and see where this line goes. We're going to pause for a moment and try and locate this line. Okay, we trace this line to the back of the house, down the hill, and I believe we're in the transition right here. And that may be going out to the curb on the street below. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to try and drive around the corner just to take a look, to see if we do have water coming out the curb somewhere over there. This way we know that it is actually going out somewhere. It may be going to the sewer. We don't know for sure. But we're going to try and locate and see where it's going. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we've located this area on Little Park Road down below the backside of the property that we are inspecting. Pause for a moment. Okay, the area drains on the south side of the home do exit down below the hillside on Little Hill Road from 12316 Helena Drive. That's where we're at now. We're by the termination, and we drove around the other street, Little Hill Road, and we could see that the water did terminate by the house that is down below on the side of their garage. And we took some pictures as well of the termination. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull our camera back now, and then we're going to take a look at the other side of the house, try and figure out where all those drains go. I think I do know already. I believe they go to the same place, but we're going to take a look. So we're going to begin pulling back now, and then move our equipment to the other side of the house. And as I said, you've got some roots in this area. Looks like corrugated pipe. It may just be debris. May not be roots coming through, actually. It may just be a lot of debris that's in the pipe coming down from up above. We do have a lot of debris, leaves. As I said, it may not be roots at all. It may just be leaves and branches and debris that have gotten into the line. And then we transition back to ABS plastic right at about 83 feet. We're going to continue pulling back. We didn't see any issues in the ABS plastic. You have long lengths of ABS plastic, and then there's a joint. The joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little bit of a turn. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, so we're going to continue pulling back now. As I said, this is all area drain clean out is what it is. And we did trace this down to the street below on Little Hill, or Little Park. Sorry, I believe it's a Little Park. We're going to move our equipment to the other side of the house real quick and try and take a look. I'm going to pause again for a moment. Okay, we're going to run through another area drain on the right hand side of the house, on the north side of the house. This is going out toward the front, and there's a big swale straight ahead of us at the end of the street, right where it meets the house, and we're coming back toward the pool area in the backyard. We're going to run through this area drain and attempt to get through. I don't know that we even can. We have water running right there. It'd be kind of hard to run through here because it's not a pipe, it's a big concrete swale. We're going to try and run out toward the street now. Making a little turn, but it's not going anywhere. We're just doubling up on itself. Just doubling up, but we were in water. This is part of the swale area. See, we've got water going through. We run off to the side, you can see the water. This is a big swale area, so it's kind of hard to see it. See the water running, but push in, now you can see the water running past us. A very, very wide swale area that leads out from what I can see to the street below. We're going to pause again. We're going to make sure. So we're going to pause. I'm going to run down the street. I'm going to run around the corner again. Take a look. Okay, we are in the hallway just off the garage area. This is the garage. That leads out to the garage. There's a bedroom right here. And there's a hallway right here. We have a 3-inch ABS plastic waistline cleanout right here. We're going to insert our camera. We've got water running, trying to help us push out. So we're just going to push out. It's going to be very difficult going through a waistline cleanout a long ways. So we're going to use the water to help us push out. We'll shut down the water, and then we'll view the waistline and the sewer line if we can get out to the sewer far enough. Hopefully we can maybe locate a mainline sewer cleanout that's hidden or buried somewhere outside if we see a fitting. Making a lot of turns. Appears again that we're going out to Little Park Lane. We transition to cast iron right here. I believe we're under the house. Don't believe that we're outside yet. Probably going to go cast iron and then maybe transition to vitreous clay. Let's see how far we can push out. A lot of times, right where the cast iron ends, hopefully that maybe we'll have a clean out. Now we transition right here to vitreous clay, which will locate this area later. We'll locate this area. It is outside the house. Got some cracks in that fitting. We can see as it drops in, especially at the top a little bit. At least it appears to. We'll blow it up on the camera monitor. We can look at it a lot better, but it looks like it's cracked right there in several places. Large crack, about 3 inches back from the fitting, and also at the top. We're going to continue to push in, see if we can. Make the turn, there we go. And looks like we got a large crack there too, in that fitting. I think we folded back over on ourselves. That's what it looks like. And these fittings are not directional, so it makes it very difficult. Looks like we got past it. Hoping that we're going to run into an easement line, easement city sewer line that we'll be able to get to at the back of the property. We're going to continue to push out. Starting to get very difficult to try and push out. We may have a drop possibly somewhere in here. It may help us to get out further. I'm going to try and run some more water in the house. Okay, we got some more water running. May help us push out. And it does not appear that it's going to let us push out any further. So we'll pause here and try and locate this area. Okay, we're going to take our locator off. We could not find this area. We're going to pull back to the clay transition. This way, hopefully, we can locate that area and go from there out. I'm going to pull back now. I'm going to pause for another moment, just let the water subside. Okay, we've located a mainline sewer clean out outside by tracing this line. And it is in an access panel where the water pressure regulator is. They brought up a riser in there. So we're going to pull this back. And we're in vitreous clay now. More than likely, we are going to transition back to ABS plastic, and we're going to start out in probably ABS plastic from what I can see where that riser is. So we got some cracks here at about 78 feet. You got some hairline roots coming through. Coming back here. We got some cracks there. Got some hairline cracks in that fitting. Then we transitioned back to cast iron. And now we're coming back cast iron. And we're going to transition back to ABS plastic. The cast iron has some buildup and corrosion. I don't know how old it is. I have to check the age of the house. More than likely it's original. Then we transition back to ABS plastic, and that's probably our sweep, from what I can tell, running over to our mainline clean out. So the ABS plastic appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We're going to go pull that plug on the riser for the sewer, and then we're going to run through there and see how far we can get out and see where, if we hit the city sewer. We were out quite a ways and we were in the street, so we'll take a look. Pulling back. Going back up and out of our waistline cleanout. Now we're going to pause for a moment and relocate our equipment. Okay, as I said, we located another sewer cleanout. So we located a sewer cleanout. We couldn't locate one earlier. Now we're inside on the left-hand side of the house on the north side. We have a water pressure regulator here and the shut-off valves. Then we have a sewer riser, ABS plastic sewer riser coming up through here, which is kind of an odd place to have it, but it's good. It's good. So we're going to go through here, attempt to push out, see if we get out to the city sewer. Got a lot of debris in here. A lot of debris, and looks like we have some roofs. So we're going to pause for a moment, and we're going to go ahead and run some water to try and help us push out. Okay, we got some water running now. We're going to try and continue to push out and see if we can get out further. the water, we may have an issue here. We're butting into some roots right here. I think we're getting past them. Very difficult to push out, but now we're getting to a point where we're pushing out a little bit easier. I'm going to continue to push out. Can't tell what we're pushing out into right now. We're out of ways. Try and continue a little bit. I don't know that we're going to get out any further right here. Couldn't see if we dropped into the city or not. Didn't appear that we did. Can't push out any further. So we're going to shut down the water. We're going to take a look at this now and locate this area. So we're going to pause again for a moment. We're going to put our locator on and see where we're at right now. I'm going to pause. Okay, we've located this area at the front of the house. Mark this area with a pink dot of paint. We're going to pull back now. It looks like we may even be going back up toward the house, almost into the house. That the fitting at the bottom, the clay fitting, is pointing us in possibly the wrong direction. I don't know if it's clay fitting or I can't tell what it is. Looks like there's tree roots in there. Tree roots there. We got some roots in the line. I'm trying to push it out again. I don't know that we can get past these areas without this getting cleaned out and hydrojetted. We're just digging right into the roots. With the water running, kind of helped us to get out a little ways. But I have a feeling that probably going to have to excavate and put another clean out in front. I don't believe this clean out is going the right direction from what I can see, but I can't tell. I'm try and run a little bit more water for a moment and see. I'm going to pause. We're just jamming up against the ribs again. I think we got lucky tending to bounce over them that one time. Really having a difficult time getting through this. And again, as I said, I don't know if the camera's going the wrong way. If what kind of fitting that is. It might be a T at the bottom. It looks like. It doesn't have a sweep. So it may be wanting to go the wrong way. I'm going to try and twist our camera cable and see if we can maybe finagle it and make it go the other way. So we're going to try that. And try to push through again. I think it's going the same way. We're going to try another camera. So we're going to pause for just a moment and pull our camera out. Just in these kinds of areas we have better luck with the mini sea snake. We're going to try the large rigid sea snake again and see if we get through. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to attempt to get our large sea snake camera through here, and we're back on the north side of the house, right by the pressure regulator, and it's in a panel up on the wall. Here's our riser. Clean up. Got water running. We're going to try again. See what we got. See if we can get out. Kind of hard to get the large sea snake around some of the turns. It's a little stiffer cable. We'll see which way this takes us. Looks like we're in cast iron now. To push out for a ways, and we're going to try and locate. We're out further, so now we're going into the vitreous clay. Push it through. We might have gone back into ABS plastic. So we're going to locate this area. Pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to continue to push out now. We located this area in the driveway. Going out toward Carmelina. We've got water running. We're not going to be able to see a whole lot, but we're just going to continue to run out as far as we can, and we'll see what we got. Push out. Still in vitreous clay. Pause for one moment. like we're going to need another clean out installed. Try and get our camera out all the way to the city sewer. Very difficult to push out from here. I'm not moving much now. Let the camera sit for a minute. Sometimes it'll ease itself out. It kind of gets in the line and weaves back and forth like a snake a little bit when you're pushing so hard. Sometimes it'll stretch out and we'll be able to push a little further. I'm trying to get out to the city sewer. Only able to push an inch at a time. I'm not getting out too far, so we're going to locate this area. Okay, we had to crawl into the house for a moment and look at something. Look at a leak coming from the front three-quarter bathroom, the north side of the house, the north front side. Appears that there's a shower pan leaking. From what we can see, there's a lot of insulation up there, but it's leaking in several areas. So we're going to continue to pull back now. Looks like we're in vitreous clay right here. From what we can see, we marked an area with a pinked out of paint. We need to have a mainline sewer clean out installed, at least in that area. This way you can reach the city sewer and you could inspect and also clean out the sewer line in case you had to. Right now, going from this clean out in this panel area, very difficult. You can see the water churning right here. We're holding water right here. We're holding water in that area. That area, the water isn't draining down great. It could be an offset in the piping, but we can't see it because we're underwater. But again, we need to have a clean out installed further down the driveway, and we did put a dot of pink paint right about 15 feet deep. Pull back. I'm just going to take a look at the other piping. Very difficult to tell what the piping is. It appears to be vitreous clay, but I don't see a lot of hubs. Generally, there are 3 or 4 foot sections, but it does look like there's chips in the piping, which would indicate vitreous clay as well, but can't see. Generally, vitreous clay is not generally longer than 3 to 4 feet. We got a crack in this fitting. And it looks like it goes to cast iron. It may be cast iron piping. Maybe cast iron piping that was cleaned out, possibly. Because cast iron it generally isn't that smooth and that clean, but a lot of times it's rusted and takes on the color of vitreous clay. A little something on the camera lens. Need another clean out there. Probably 2 clean outs, one coming back toward the house and one going out toward the street. Now we're transitioning here to ABS plastic, out about 40 feet. Coming back toward our clean out that is in the vault. It's in an access door on the left front corner of the house, the north front corner of the house. Going back, out of our mainline sewer clean out. Too many turns in this line, and it's deep. Makes it very difficult with the turns and all that, and trying to see everything without having more clean outs. We're going to go ahead. We're going to finalize our video, and that will be the inspection for the day. Thank you.